Hello guys, in today's video I'll be solving some of the assignments that's being given to students, and the major problem there is that the dimensions were not given, so we are going to use our own self-provided dimensions to draw the diagrams in 2D, and I'll make it a bit explanatory so that we would be able to follow up, and it will be batch by batch. This is the first 6 video I'm going to do on the assignment. I think I'll make like 3 videos. So I'll be starting with how we can set up our AutoCAD workspace for this particular assignment. So we all know that when we open our AutoCAD, I'm actually using 2018, and this is what we are going to see. So you click here on the template, use your AutoCAD ISO 3D. Okay, use your AutoCAD ISO.wt because you'll be making use of millimeters. You have this. You can change your unit, type in units, enter. You'll see that you have it in millimeters because we used our AutoCAD ISO, and I don't think we'll be changing any parameters here. So click on OK. For this diagram, we will be using doing some setups before we start. Make sure your auto mode is on. Left click, right click here, and make sure your endpoint, middle point, center, intersection, extension, tangent, nearest, and parallel is on. Okay, go to home. Make sure that your workspace is, you can click here, let's click here, make sure it is in 3D modeling. Okay, make sure here is being ticked. Okay, so to move this to have a permanent place here, you can type in your UCS icon, enter, and click on no origin to push it to a permanent place here. And our first drawing, okay, you have a circle. You pick your circle, center, radius, specify center. You can type in 0,0 to start from origin. You pan it. How to do that is how to move your drawing, the workspace round about in 360. You click on the roller button in your mouse. Make sure you are using external mouse. Click on that roller button, just click it, hold it, and move your mouse as you want to. Okay, so the drawing here we have we have 22. I'll be using 20, and we have a line 75. We have okay, circle 0,0, enter. Center radius, use 22, enter. You zoom in by pushing the roller button. You roll that button towards the monitor, roll it outside. Okay, type L, enter. To get the middle point, just go to the tangent of the circle. The middle point will come out here. Let's click on that middle point. Okay, the length we use 75. L, enter. Enter. Escape. The next one is how to draw here, but we know that this circle is a bit upwards. If you check your drawing, you see that here the height from here to here is 10, so we are going to use 10. Type in L, come to this end point, take it upwards, type 10, enter. Type in your C, enter. Now we are going to use 10 for here. Okay, let me check. Okay, okay, 12. Type in 12. Okay. Okay. Type in move, enter. Take from here, and you see a green box here, you drop it there, escape. Okay, next is the line. And if you see here, the line starts from the middle point from here to the circumference of the other circle. Zoom in. Okay, so we have here to draw here. Now we would use okay, we use our 3 points. We use arc but not 3 points. Starts, end and direction. You start from here, end it here, and give it this direction, bring it downwards, enter. Okay, and the next one we are going to do is here. You will have to draw here out, and remember, if you look very well, you start from this point here to this point in the middle of the circle. Okay, So we type enter to repeat the last command, or you still go there and pick your start and direction. You start from there, you end it at this place here. Zoom out. Okay. Okay, let me repeat that again. You can come here to give your reference point, and you drop it and okay. So what we do, we take our line, go to this midpoint, extend it to the circumference of the circle, and make sure it's straight. To drop it there, escape. So we'll trim this circle, left click here, left click on the enter, left click here to escape. We press escape. We'll pick our start end direction, come to this place, start from there, left click here. Okay, this is just another way of doing it, and just hover your mouse around it. It's going to give you different directions, and make sure it is this way. Already that is really giving you problem. Make sure you off, switch this auto mode, make sure it's not highlighted, make sure it is white like this, and take your start end direction, start from your left to your right, then give it a direction up, take it up to 50 degrees, then enter. Make sure your 50 degrees shows 50, and enter. And that's all for that. Okay. That's all for this one. And the next is to trim here. Look at your drawing, you see that there is where we have a trim action here. You left click here, enter, left click here, out, and okay, I'm looking at the drawing now, and that will be all. That's all for the diagram one. And for the second one, which is this particular one, for this one, okay, you take our line, make sure you on this auto mode, let's click there, and type L, take a line, the length of the line is 65, enter, escape, a circle, type C, enter. The radius of the circle, you can add center radius. You know, I told you we have many types of circle. We have the center radius, you have center diameter. Center radius is when you are giving the radius of the circle. Center diameter is when you are giving the diameter of the circle. 2 point, you have 2 point, you have 3 point, tan radius, and tan. So you pick center radius because you are being given the center of in radius. You're being given the radius, so you pick your point, say 20, pick any point and type in 20. You type in move in your keyboard, then enter. Let's click on the circle, enter. Now you pick the base, come to the middle here. This green, you see these green lines. If this green line is not on, make sure that you on your auto mode, and your snap mode should be on also. If it's not on your snap mode, your polar tracking, and you pick from here the base to this green box here. Let's click. So we have another arc here, but I'll use another type of circle, which is tan radius. Now you click on this line, you click on the tangent of this circle, then you type in 50. Okay, we've gotten that. Now the next thing we'll do is to trim. Type in trim, enter, click on this circle and this line, enter. Now click on the bigger circle, left click. Remember, all what you are using here is left click. So that's that. Now what trimming does is, I don't know if you understood what I did there. Let me go back again. Ctrl Z. When you type in trimming, TRIM, enter, and the first action you take, for instance, I want to trim this circle, but I want to remain this part, this particular place from here. I want to remain this place from here to here. I want this circle to remain. Okay, so what I do is, when I type in trim, I said anything in between this circle and this line, in between, anything here, which is this place, anything here, remove it. I type in enter. I click on my enter button, and I take my mouse to this bigger circle. Let's click. That's removed everything apart from what is in between these two circles. Anything that is not in between these two circles, that's what trimming does. When I left clicked on here and here, I was like telling the command button, like anything that is not in between here and here should be removed. So that's what the command does. And the next, okay, we are done with that one. Okay, the next one we are going to do is the drawing 3. First of all, this is how the drawing is like. Okay, so let me take the okay, we have 40 here, we have 32 here. So the first thing we will do is we will draw this line, and this line, this line, and this line. So we take our line L, enter. The total is 32 plus 42, which should be giving us 72. Escape. And okay, let's start it this way. 32 line, we have a line, 32. Then make sure your auto mode is on. Take your mouse up. Now the height of that mouse, the height of the line there should be this. Okay, 68. Line, the height of the line should be 68. Okay, enter again, take it to your right, 40, type in 40, enter, escape, and circle C, enter, the radius of the circle, the inner circle, let's see what it's giving us. Okay, 13, outer radius is 13, inner the radius is 8. Okay, so C, enter, type in 13, enter again to repeat the last command. Take from the midpoint, type in 8, enter here, 13, enter again, 8. So when you are presenting, when you are trying to defend this, you can either add one unit to your dimensions, so to avoid everyone using the same dimension. So the up on the circle here, the inner radius is 16 and the outer circle has a radius of 25. The inner circle has a radius of 16. So we'll C, type in C, pick a point, 16, enter again, 25, enter. Okay, what I'm saying is that this line was not 68, so it's not 68. I doubt the line was 68. So if you take a scale now, see this is not up to 68. That was a mistake there. So I'll try to delete this and take my line again. I'll type in 68, enter. Okay, that's it. So I'll try to move this to this point, and let's click from the middle point to this point. Okay, it's more like it now. So what's the next thing we are going to do? Okay, we'll pick we will have to draw this. How do we do that? We would use tan radius, or tan, yes, triple tan. Left click on this, the tangent of this outer circle. Let's click on the tangent of this smaller outer circle, then enter. Okay, let's do that again. Tan. Okay. Okay. Tan is for triple tangents, but for instance, there's something I want to explain here. I never knew the dimension of the half circle of this arc, but I will not say it's an arc because I used the circle to make it out. Before then it was a circle, a full circle. I didn't know the dimension. So how did I manage to get here? actually have different ways of getting this particular arc here. And if, for instance, you weren't given a dimension, how can you get this place? How can you get this place? Because if you are given a dimension, the way you get it is different from the way you get to construct this when you're not being given a dimension. For instance, here now, if I want to get here, and the dimension is given, the radius is given, I can use tan radius. I'll just click on the tangent of the bigger one and the tangent of this one. I type in, don't forget you are being given the command here. You know what is written there, specify radius of circle. So I would say 88, enter, and I will still do the trimming as I did in this particular one, if you can remember. So if I don't know, you are free to pause the video and try this yourself, how you can trim which one are you going to click here. Okay, now I would trim this. I'll type in trim, enter. So I'll left click here and let's click here. By that I say anything that is not in between this circle and this circle, anything in this big circle that is not in between this circle and this circle should be removed. So when I click here and click here, I enter. So anything I touch that is not in between that circle will be cancelled out. Escape. So the next one I'm going to do is this particular one, and okay, let's go with this first. Okay, for how to draw this, make sure you off your auto mode. Make sure this is off like this. You pick your arc, start end direction, zoom in, pick from the middle points down here, trace here, pick from here, trace here, pick here. Okay, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. So let's say 22. You let's click. And you've gotten there now. Type in your L. We are trying to get, next place we want to get is this place. So let's use 40 as the length of that line. So L, track from here, go to the middle point of this line, the end point of this line, track to circumference of the circle. Okay, you can switch on your auto mode now. Let's click there and type in 40, 40, enter. Now I'll pick my circle. I'll pick a circle. Okay, I can equally pick okay, pick your tan radius. Tan radius will be the one to do that. Pick from here to here, then type in 16. The radius here is 16. Okay, so you pick your tan radius. Let's click here, let's click in the circle and type in 16, enter. So the place you're looking for is just this place. So the rest of the place will be trimmed off. So you know how to do that. I'm very sure you can do that. So just for those who haven't gotten it yet, you type in your trim, enter. Anything in between here and here should be kept, the rest should be removed, enter. So that's how you can get this now.